Okay, sports fans, hi, this is Kevin Harlan, alongside Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Brandon Bass is out there with Green, and it's Sullinger in at the center. Now, here's Green. The 9-foot shot. That's good.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
And here's Los Angeles. Outside Bryant. Rebounded by Bass. Lakers on D.
Well, when Kobe speaks, people listen. That was the case last year when he revealed his all-time starting five. And he did not place himself in the lineup. Interesting.
Carries it from three-point range. Kobe's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And Boston has possession. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
I was able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. He said a big key for them will be containing Carlos Boozer offensively, adding, he's a player who can spread the floor with his jump shot or take you down the block, and it's tough to match his strength inside. Defensively, they'll look to keep length in front of him and limit his offensive rebounding. Sounds like a good game plan, guys. We'll see how they do it.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Look at who Kobe did put in there, Magic and Jordan, you know, the guards. Bird at the three with Russell and Kareem down low. Not really a lot you could argue with about that particular group, Steve.
No, it's one of the things I love about Kobe. He's got a great reference and historical perspective of the NBA, and it shows, Kevin, how much he reveres that era.
Here's Bass. A rebound by Johnson. Los Angeles has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. Kobe's got 5 points so far.
He's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know if he gets going early, he'll have problems all day.
Then against Rondo. It's Bradley on the wing. Shoots from the corner. Off the left rim and out.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Rondo drives in. Here's Bass. And Hill with the block. That time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Kobe Bryant in his 19th season in the league, but remember, he's played in 220 career playoff games. That's almost 3 additional seasons worth of games. When you factor in his play with Team USA, he's got a lot of mileage on this leg.
And Kobe Bryant, top 5 in all-time minutes played.
And Kevin, you know those minutes add up, but he's finding ways to overcome the wear and tear and still remain effective. His great skill level and ability to make tough contested shots remains valid.
Now here's Johnson after Jared Sullinger's miss. Kobe with it, now guarded by Brad. Boozer with the screen for Lynn. In low to Boozer. It's stolen by Sullinger. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Here's Green. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And then Johnson with the jam.
The lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Bass with a screen for Rondo. Lynn with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and finished off by Bryant.
Well well played right there, and you can feel the momentum changing.
I think this lead will continue to move upward unless something unforeseen happens.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Sullinger. Cans the shot from the wings. Lakers leading by 5. Outside, Lynn. This is it to Kobe. For the 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists in the game. And Boston has possession. Right side, Rondo. Side, Bradley. Back to Rondo. Clock at 6. From 13, Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, even though it's early, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
And Bryant slams it in.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Carlos Boozer amnestied by the Bulls this offseason after 4 years in Chicago. They still have to pay his salary, Steve, but it doesn't count against their cap.
Yeah, that's been rumored for a couple of years, and it finally came true, Kevin. So a new team for Boozer. Looking to bounce back after what was one of the worst seasons of his career, at least statistically.
And here's Rondo after the basket by the Lakers. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. Pushing 2. Wesley Johnson picks one up.
Well, Rajon Rondo still in a Celtics uniform, and that didn't seem like a foregone conclusion over the last season. Boston in the midst of a complete rebuild, and Rondo already in the prime of his career, so a lot of discussion about a possible trade.
You know, you look at Rondo and you get the sense that perhaps he covets a chance to lead the Celtics as the team's undisputed franchise player. You know, that's a mantle he's not quite carried in his career. He said he'd love to have another 10 years in Boston.
And for the Celtics, hard to give up an elite player like Rondo.
Well, Brad Stevens called him their clear-cut best player and the leader of this team. Rondo has a chance to put himself in that echelon if he sticks around Boston in terms of being one of the all-time great Celtics.
Kobe draws the double. Johnson attacking. And good on the basket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Celtics trailed by 12. Outside Rondo. Sullinger, screen on Lynn. To stop the run. And that's good for 2. Kobe with it. He's got 14. Boozer with the screen for Bryant. Then low to Boozer. No luck. And the Celtics going the other way now. Another shot. He lays it in.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Rondo drives in, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Rondo's got 6. Los Angeles leading by 10. Outside Bryant. Outside Lynn. Back to Bryant. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. 16 points for Kobe Bryant.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Rondo passes to Green. Dishes it to Sullinger. Outside Brent. 5 on the clock. Carlos Boozer pulls it in. Boozer's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Lynn. Fader on the way. And there's another one for the Lakers.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Jeff Green on the wing. Puts it up from 17. That's good. Green's got his second bucket. Lakers lead by 12. Now Lynn. On the wing, Johnson. Johnson left side. The feet to Hill. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played Clark, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread-out system might have limited his playing time.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for Boozer. Young comes in for Wesley Johnson. Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
And he'll try to develop his outside shot to better fit into the Lakers' offense last year, but that's not his strength. His best is his ability to use his size and athleticism on the boards, really defensively.
Now, timeout called by Boston.
And Hill is one of the best rebounders in the league. He's a quality defender as well, and he can play some center. So if he can stay healthy, I think he's a guy that can really be a player to watch.
Randall's checked in for Hill. Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. And Turner kicks to Smart. Pass to Thornton. Launches it. That's good. Thornton's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Lakers lead by 10. And here's Nash. He dishes it to Young. And that one's good. And the Lakers lead by 12.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Now, here's Thornton. Now, here's Smart. And Thornton kicks to Turner. Wallace with the screen on Young. Shot on the wing. There's the block. And they get it back. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Nash outside. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Thornton.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
Smart gets to Turner. Feeds it to Smart. Back to Turner. Baseline try. Here's Olynyk. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Young outside. Kicks it to Davis. Wallace against Nash. Young, right side. Young, right side. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The drive by Bryant. Wasted no time on that. Bryant Giants got 18 points in the game.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now here's Smart, looking for his first basket still in this one. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Lakers leading by 14. Nash outside. Randall with a screen for Nash. Lets a floater go, and he gets it to go. Nash has got his first points in this one. Celtics trailed by 16. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Smart dishes to Turner. He kicks to Smart. This ball movement by Boston. Thornton passes to Smart. Back to Thornton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Looks like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open. He couldn't take advantage.
And that one's good.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Throws it from deep. The shot is up. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Los Angeles on top, up 19. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
They've done a nice job here offensively to establish a rhythm and a pace to this game.
And I like that they're finding ways to score, playing well here, Steve.
Presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Turner is out there with Wallace. That's Thornton. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Rondo in at the one spot. Trying to shoot. Shot from free throw range. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with...
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Los Angeles Lakers, the NBA's most successful franchise for the last 3 decades, since 1980. 10, guys, count them, 10 titles.
It's remarkable, and they've led the way from a business standpoint as well, Kevin. They pioneered televising their home games where teams are worried about undercutting ticket sales. A lot of great ideas and dynamics that have helped this franchise become what it is.
Here's Lynn. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 21.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
And Thornton kicks to Rondo. Back to Thornton. Pass to Rondo. He feeds it to Turner. There's the dish to Rondo. From downtown. Thornton no good.
And you know, for the Lakers, no competition for football. There's not a football L.A. market. It's one of the top 2 markets in the country. It is a basketball town. You look at their TV deal, which is really mind-blowing. It's worth about $3.6 billion over 20 years. That gives you a lot of financial firepower.
Clark David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Olynyk sends a screen for Rondo. Out to Turner. Another shot. Some solid defense there from Lynn.
They could end every possession with that shot. They'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Well, guys, you look at the financial resources for the Lakers, not the same advantage that it once was, because with the most recent CBA, it's really restricted spending. The question is, how will that impact the Lakers moving forward? Robert Sacre, a powerful 7-footer, likes to operate on that left block where he's got a combination of right-hand hook and also that turnaround jump shot. So he's got some options.
And Sacre, not a great shooter. He looks to stay around the rim.
Yeah, and while he plays with a lot of energy, Kevin, he's not the most explosive guy, so I expect him to continue to keep working on that touch and his ability to finish.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kelly's checked in.
It had been 6 straight years for the Celtics that they had made the playoffs, but that run came to an end last season as they were clearly in full rebuild mode.
Rondo's shot is good.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Los Angeles leading by 21. Lynn dishes to Young. Back to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 21st-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Well, a lot of storied franchises missed the playoffs last year. Boston was one of them. Steve, they knew it would be a tough season early on.
Well, trading away the talent they did, they knew how the season would play out. And ultimately, it was the right thing to do because they are in a good position to build upon youth going forward.
Now, a timeout called by Boston.
Well, it wasn't something the Celtics looked forward to when they had to head out on the road last year, but they were a motivated group in part because so many of their players were playing for contracts next season.
By 21. Playing for contracts, as you said, guys, at Boston can be a big motivation, but Steve, they just couldn't get it done on the road.
Yeah, just 9 wins as the road team. And you know, when you're a young club like they are, trying to get wins on the road is so difficult. And that's what Brad Stevens and his club had to deal with last year.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Shot from 12. And the shot is good. Lynn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Rondo. 8 points for him. Green in the post. Defended by Lynn. Cellinger can't get it to go. And the Lakers going the other way now. It's stolen by Bass. Jumps up. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Lynn against Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. He lobs it up. And they'll turn it over. Did not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Hill, he's checked in for Robert Sacre. Celtics trailed by 19. And it's Rondo penetrating. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Rondo's got 10. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Outside, Lynn. And there's the pass to Johnson. Dishes to Hill. Shot clock at 6. And off the basket, he was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw drops for Hill. Celtics trailed by 20. Rondo with it. He's got 10. It's Bradley on the wing. Back to Rondo. Pass it to Sullinger. There's the bucket. Good. Sullinger's got his second basket.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense. Turnovers are really prominent. I know they're leading, but eventually it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession.
They've been so undisciplined, Clark. That's been the most disappointing thing for me here.
Outside, Bradley takes the 13-footer, tries again, and Sullinger lays it in. Sullinger's got 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Hill, a screen on Rondo. Then kicks to Hill. Outside, Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Hill sets the screen for Lynn. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Really good defense, but you got to set better screens than that offensively.
With the floater, here's Green. A rebound by the Lakers. Hill's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Johnson attacking Young. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Green against Johnson. Green passes to Sullinger. Green kicks to Bradley. Fires, high post. Here's Sullinger, and Hill with the block. They retain possession, and it's good. Walk through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And Los Angeles with some changes. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Ryan Kelly. Bryant comes in for Nick Young. Nash is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And the Celtics also making a change. Young's checked in.
Brandon Bass now in his 10th season out of LSU. Pick and pop, power forward. Mid-range shot is the strength of his game, and he's really improved defensively the last couple of years.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he's going to be called on that foul either way.
And the Celtics making a change here. Smarts check in. Sullinger is screen on Bryant. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Kobe against Green. And Young, here we go. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Now Nash. Outside, Kobe. A fader. And the basket good. Bryant got 23 points.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
to Young. There's the feed to Smart. Green against Johnson. Green dishes to Smart. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Hill's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
The drive by Green, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
And here's Nash. Nash left side. Pass to Hill. Fades back. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist by Hill. Nash has got his second basket of the game. Celtics trailed by 15. Smart kicks to Bass. Feeds to Sullinger. 14 feet away. And that one's good. Sullinger's got 8 points.
He's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. Really starting to turn it on now, guys.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
Well, Jared Sullinger grew up with the game. His father was a demanding high school coach. The word is that Jared was actually doing football pros at the age of 2. Shooting regulation free throws by 3. You see how strong he is. He's got a great IQ and skill for the game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Randall's checked in. And then for Boston, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Sullinger. Wallace comes in for Brandon Bass. And Turner's subbed in for Green. There's 1:54 left in the first half. Boozer with the screen for Nash. He dishes it to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Johnson's got 9 points. And Sullinger's father coaching him to a state title his junior season at Northwood High School.
Yeah, Satch, one of the outstanding high school coaches in the state of Ohio, enjoying retirement now. And you know, the season prior to that, they'd been eliminated from the playoffs after his father sat Jared down for failing to turn in a school assignment. Sending Jared a message, no shortcut.
Absolutely. It's Nash with the drive, and that one's good. 6 points for him. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Smart kicks to Turner. Now here's Smart, defended by Nash. Smart misses. Lakers leading by 18. Down low. Here's Randall. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
How about the passing there? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Young, a screen on Nash. Here's Turner. He trains the turnaround jump shot.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
He locks up the alley pass and stolen by Wallace.
And if they're smart, they will hold for the last shot.
That's got to be the objective here, Steve.
Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. Young in the corner. Kicks it to Smart. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers lead by 18. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kobe, tell us how your approach changes when you've got teammates moving the ball and helping to create scoring opportunities for you.
Well, it makes it very easy for me. I just have to run the lane, look for opportunities to score the ball. And, you know, it's very simple.
Kobe, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. show so far. Celtics trailed by 18. Inside, it's Boozer and Hill. Lane and Kobe are your 1 and your 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3 set. That's Byron Scott's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
The Lakers with the ball. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Well, you know, for the last couple of seasons, we've seen the Lakers really struggle with injuries to their star players. It shed a less than flattering light on the team's bench depth. It's forced guys to step into roles that perhaps they aren't quite ready to handle.
Just 4 to shoot. Rondo with the rebound. Boston shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. With a screen for Rondo. Bradley, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good. And some feel the Lakers, Steve, failed to really address their bench depth, whether in the draft or free agents.
Well, you know, generally they've had success with broad strokes. I mean, acquiring star players over the years. But with the new salary restrictions, it takes away a lot of the advantage that the Lakers have had over the years. So this may be a new era for this franchise in terms of team building.
Gets it to go.
The pick wasn't ultra effective, but it got him just enough room for the score.
Lakers leading by 18. Outside, Lynn. He kicks it to Boozer. Top of the key, Bryant. Bryant is doubled. Johnson attacking, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 11 points.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Bradley can't hit. Nice D from Bryant.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Johnson, the pass to Boozer. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. It's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically laying.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys. Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Bryant with it. He's picked up by Rondo. And Boozer throws it down home.
And we're seeing the shots just dropping from everywhere right now.
Yeah, since halftime, Steve, they've been operating very efficiently.
Rondo drives in. He feeds it to Bass. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, the Celtics really played with a lot of passion last year. They got off to a start that few thought they would achieve, but even playing with passion, you can't cover up the holes in the roster.
You got to give the Celtics credit, though. They were never really in contention for anything last year, but Clark, they played their heart.
Yeah, they did play hard, played with energy. And that goes a long way to trying to build a foundation of being successful going forward. It might not have done much for them last year. That attitude is something they can build.
Second free throw, no good. And Bryant kicks to Johnson. Rondo against Kobe. It's stolen by Bradley. And pushing it up, here's Boston. In with the ball. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and don't shoot two.
Got referees all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. A guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2", but with long arms, and he can defend both guard positions. Really pressures the ball well.
So he gets them both.
And despite his 6'2" size, it's pretty clear that offensively, Avery Bradley is not the point guard. He's worked hard on developing his ball handling, especially his left hand, but he's certainly at his best when he's playing off the ball.
The shot's good from Bryant.
The offensive end has done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And you talk about Bradley playing the two. He's worked to put weight on, up over, what, I think, 210 pounds, you were saying.
Yeah, looks like it. He looks stronger. He's added some weight. Remember, he underwent surgery on both shoulders a couple of seasons ago, but now he's healthy. And with that strength, with that defensive awareness, with the quickness, he's got the ability to be a really good player.
Boston, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Sullinger, screen on Lynn. Green with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Rondo kicks to Sullinger. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Lakers leading by 22. Outside, Kobe. Kobe tossed it up. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
A low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Young's checked in for the Lakers. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Boozer. It's tipped. Back to Bryant. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Then, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Boston with the ball. Now here's Rondo. He's got 10. It's Bradley on the wing. Here's Sullinger. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Sullinger's got 12. Los Angeles has done a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And Young kicks the Boozer. Back to Young. Outside Bryant. On deep. Sinks it. What rain from outside. Wow. Bryant's got 31.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight, far superior, is their passing.
Agreed. Look at the points. They're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense is really clicking here.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question. You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Outside Bradley. The dish to Rondo. Green against Young. Here's Sullinger. And it's sent back by Hill. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Rondo. Outside Bradley. The pass to Green. Dishes it to Sullinger. Outside Bradley. Into Green. That's good. Green's got 10.
Great good-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Lakers lead by 23. Here is Bryant. He has 31. Young in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Boozer kicks to Hill. Jared Sullinger grabs the board. Sullinger's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Passes shot. Good. 8 points for him.
Well, you know, head coach Brad Stevens of the Celtics is coaching a much different game in the pros than we see in college. A lot of differences. But if anybody can make that transition, I really think he's certainly the guy that could. He's bright. He's hard working. He communicates well. He's innovative. He knows that innovative at the college level. So I think he's got all of the ingredients to become a college coach who is successful as an NBA coach.
Celtics have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Rondo kicks to Green. Passes it to Sullinger. And it's Rondo penetrating. And finished off by Bass.
Rondo, a master at setting up teammates.
And the Lakers call time here. And Coach Stevens, analytically minded, Butler had a full-time statistician as one of his assistants.
Yeah, very new school in his approach. You might expect that from such a young guy. Still in his 30s. Of course, he also needs to connect with his players. And he's doing well. Despite the losses, the players really enjoy playing for Stevens. And I think he's going to be an excellent coach.
Well, Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Boston. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Bass. And it's Thornton in for Avery Bradley. Lakers leading by 21. Bryant with it. Hill sets the screen for Kobe. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Kobe's got 33.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Rondo with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Rondo kicks to Green. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And it's 13 points for Jeff Green.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Kobe against Thornton. They double team Kobe. And Young kicks to Bryant. Pocket 6. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Sullinger the screen. Here's Rondo. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Lynn with it. Sullinger picks him up. The feed to Davis. Pass to Hill. It's stolen by Sullinger. Now Rondo. 10 points for him. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
After Jeff Green had that strong performance in the 2013 playoffs, he was handed the keys in Boston, but while his minutes went up, his efficiency went down. Maybe he's not suited for that lead role.
And Jeff Green, you know, in the 3rd season of a big 4-year contract on the Celtics, they've certainly been big believers in his potential, and I think he's going to pay dividends on that belief.
You look at Jeff Green over his career, the 5th pick back in 2007, played big minutes for the Thunder and the Celtics.
But he struggled to find consistency, Kevin. Some nights he's great, others he disappears, and that's just sort of the mystery.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Nash comes in for Jeremy Lin. Outside Bryant. Davis with a screen on Thornton. Kobe dishes to Davis, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
The pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
That's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? When it works, you go back to it. They can stop it.
And it's the Lakers on the break. There's the lob to the hoop, and finished off by Bryant.
what you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof.
Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Thornton against Young. To the left side wing. Handle with the ball. He's against Olynyk. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Smart kicks to Olynyk. Feeds to Smart. He dishes it to Thornton. Pass to Green. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, the 2014 draft received the highest ever television ratings, eclipsing even LeBron James's draft back in 2003. Fan interest continues to grow, and the league is now considering moving the draft after July 1st, packaging it with a season-ending award show. Guys, it could make for some pretty exciting theater.
Doris, that'll be something. Thanks.
Well, there might not be time for guys like Durant to give a 15-minute acceptance speech, but I think it would be fun.
Smart passes to Green. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Green's got 11 points here in just the second half. Los Angeles has gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Kicks to Randall. 1:11 left in the third. Nash outside. Randall with the ball. He's against Olynyk. Randall with the bucket. And here's Smart. Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. It's Olynyk atop the key. He kicks to Smart. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. And he overshot that one, missing.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Outside, Kobe. There's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 4th assist in this one.
This is incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
Smart kicks to Green. That's good. Green's got 13 points now in the quarter. And here's Nash. He's got 8. Here's Young from the arc, and that's not going to go. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers ahead as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Oh, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. On the floor for Boston. Thornton out there with Young. Then there's Wallace. Then it's Turner. And it's Anthony in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Nash. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Nash has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Los Angeles. Anthony with the screen on Nash. Here's Thornton. Easy layup and coming off the pick.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot on.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Nash outside. Henry kicks to Nash. Lakers working the ball around now. Sacre's shot is off.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Evan Turner to start last season, a feature offensive player, Steve, for the rebuilding 76ers.
Yeah, Andre Iguodala and Drew Holiday traded away in consecutive seasons. So Turner's numbers went up with the team struggling, but he didn't seem very happy about the roster changes because they were losing night in and night out.
And Turner traded from the Sixers to the Pacers at the deadline. That was a change not only in role, but also in record, going from one of the league's worst teams to one of its best, and from a starting role to one as a reserve. Not the easiest of adjustments, but I thought Turner handled himself well.
Pressey's checked in for Boston. Here are the Lakers. Now here's Nash. To the middle. Here's Sacre. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
And for Turner now in a new situation, the former number 2 overall pick, weathering criticism in Philadelphia. And he realized the potential he saw him so highly regarded coming into the league. We'll see.
Pressey against Nash. Pressey dishes to Young. So the wing on the left. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Johnson with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Nash outside. Drains the three-pointer. Nash has got 5 points in the quarter.
And the threes continue to go down at that end with almost nothing happening from deep at the other.
But the way to turn that around is defensively, by stopping their outside shot, not by getting into a shootout.
Here's Young. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Turner against Nash.
Look at NBA defenses now. More and more, they're designed to deny points in the paint and three-pointers and concede long twos. That's the impact of analytics, because the numbers indicate the long two is the lowest percentage shot to take.
Anthony with the screen on Nash. Anthony with it, guarded now by Nash. Wallace against Johnson. Wallace, the pass to Young.
James Young out of Kentucky is appropriately named. He only turned 19 back in August. But he's a player with intriguing talent and potential at both ends of the floor. A good defender with long arms, natural scoring instincts, and a fearlessness in his offensive game. He's got a nice stroke and takes it out to the three-point line effectively as well.
Good on the second free throw. And Young, 6'7", great form on his shot, but the results were somewhat inconsistent at Kentucky. Is he a knockdown shooter?
Well, he's getting close. I mean, he's not afraid to take big shots, and he shoots it freely and with a lot of confidence. Those kind of guys can become knockdown shooters. His form, his mechanics, all good size. I like this guy as a pro too.
Pressey kicks to Anthony. Outside Turner, looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Back to Turner. A 3-ball. That's good.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap up since the start of the second half. They're starting to find the range.
Steve, the lasers are starting to do their thing. That's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Nash kicks to Henry. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple played in the league, majority being, more of the analytical type. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership.
Lets it fly from 18. And nothing but hair on that one.
And for basketball lifers looking for roles in front offices, I think it's natural to feel threatened by the influx of more analytical minds. The feeling is, and I think it's an accurate one, that those analytical minds are favored because a lot of the owners come from a similar educational background in terms of being comfortable with numbers and wanting to measure things more and attach value to measurements as opposed to feel and experience of playing.
Nash outside. Now the pass to Henry. Back to Nash. Turner against Johnson. Dishes to Sacre. Out to Nash. They get it back. Pass to Henry. The feed to Johnson. Here's Sacre, covered by Anthony. Count the bucket.
Well, I don't think the math guys are going away anytime soon in the NBA. I think the best organizations want to take a holistic approach. They incorporate advanced stats and map specialists, but there's also a lot of thought in terms of players, fit, experience, and youth. It really is kind of one big concoction.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Nash against Pressey. Nash dishes to Sacre. Fades and shoots. Rebound by the Celtics. Here's Pressey. Back to Young. The Celtics working the ball around now. Anthony sets the pick for Turner. Anthony, the pass to Turner. The rebound by Sacre. Sacre's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Turner against Johnson. Kelly inside. Nash up on top. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
We talk so much about how valuable expiring contracts and draft picks are to building a team. One thing that gets overlooked is just how important having a player on a good contract can be. It opens up so many possibilities for the team.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Wesley Johnson. Anthony sets the pick for Turner. Off the pick. Again, the miss by Turner.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Clarkson. Nash kicks to Clarkson. Over to the wing. Pass to Henry. Feeds it to Sacre. Using his post move to get the 2 points. At the top of value contracts, if you get a franchise player and only paying him half of what is expected, Clark, that's an extra all-star player you can afford on your roster.
And I think that's the big payoff with it. So much of how a team is constructed in the NBA involves how close they are to the salary cap. So you'd like to try to get as many really good players as you can. Market value, or in some cases, maybe below market value.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Lakers have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Here's Clarkson. And fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2.
There's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. And everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however, and I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Young's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Olynyk, he's checked in for Joel Anthony. Thornton comes in for Turner. And Smart subbed in for Pressey. Thornton. A rebound by the Lakers. Sacre's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Young, right side. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Young. Three-pointer. That's good.
They stepped up the three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Thornton with a screen for Smart. There's a good screen. He dishes it to Olynyk. Well, Clark, the NBA becoming more up-tempo, more wide open over the last decade or so. Last season, the league average pace was the fastest it's been in over 2 decades.
And I think fans and broadcasters enjoy seeing the guys play at that pace. You know, you go back to 2001, allowing zone defenses for the first time in the NBA. In 2003, eliminating 2 hand checks on the perimeter. I think those 2 changes made a significant difference.
Great, good. Smart with the ball. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Kicks to Thornton. And it's Thornton again missing.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Nash outside. Fades. Rebound by Olynyk. Boston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Kobe Bryant. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
Now here's Smart, guarded closer from the wing, and Olynyk gets it to go on the assist from Smart.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
Nash outside. Nash right side. Young outside. Clock at 4. Nash dishes to Kelly. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sound.
Smart passes to Olynyk. Now Smart. There's the pick. He kicks to Olynyk. The 8-footer. Shot no good. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now down to Doris Park, who is courtside, standing by with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Kobe, tell us about the mindset of this team tonight and what you hope to accomplish.
Just come out and play well, just play with a lot of energy, execute well, read the defense well, and make unnecessary cuts.
Talent and execution. Kobe, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.